Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into
Modern
it.
stereos come in two modifications, thin and thick. The first ones are called single block, they correspond to the 1DIN standard. The second ones are called two block, they correspond to the 2DIN standard. Most European cars are equipped with a socket of 1DIN standard, so installing a two-block device in it is impossible. American or Asian cars are often equipped with 2DIN sockets, so it is possible to install thin devices in them, but you will have to work hard. The more powerful the sound-producing device, the thicker the wires needed to connect the battery or speakers. The alternating current, which is the basis for speaker operation, makes even greater demands on the wires, because electrons are most active on the outer surface of the metal. Therefore, not only does the thickness have to be increased, but also multi-wire twisted cable has to be used. The output power of each channel of the device should not exceed the power of each of the speakers. If the output power is higher, it will be necessary to install more powerful speakers and lay new wires of appropriate thickness. Most manufacturers of car audio equipment equip it with unique proprietary connectors that do not always match the contacts installed in the car. These connectors consist of two parts, plug and plug. The pin connection scheme, pinout, depends on the manufacturer and is specified in the documentation for the stereo and the car. If the delivery set has an adapter to the standard connector ISO 10487, then connecting the car stereo is not a problem. If there is no such adapter, then you will have to connect the plug corresponding to the plug of the car. Preparatory actions. In order to qualitatively connect the boombox, it is necessary to perform preparatory actions. After making sure that the stereo fits the size, you need to check whether the cross-sections of the wires and the plug correspond to the plug. To correctly determine the cross-section, consider the following. 1 mm 2 is able to transmit 4 to 5 amperes of direct or current without problems. That is, for a current of 10 amperes, the cross-section of the cable should be 2 to 2.5 mm 2. To connect the speakers correctly, use a single-core copper wire in soft insulation, with a minimum diameter of each wire and an optimum cross-section. The smaller the diameter of the wires in the core, the greater the bandwidth and less power loss at high frequencies. Prepare your tools. You will need soldering iron, sharp knife, pliers, flat and Phillips screwdriver, lighter, fine needle, pliers. You will also need soft copper single-core wire with a cross-section of 1.5 mm 2, fuse, the current of which is 1.3 to 1.5 times the maximum current consumption, duct tape, heat shrink tubing. Routing the wiring harness. To correctly route the wiring harness to the battery, use the holes in the engine compartment wall through which the wiring harnesses pass. Never connect the power supply to the ignition switch. The wire supplying the ignition switch is not designed for such current, so if you turn on the sound-producing device at full volume, you will overheat it. In conclusion, connecting your car stereo on your own can be a rewarding and cost-effective project. By following the steps outlined in this video, you can ensure a safe and proper installation that enhances your driving experience. Remember to take your time, double-check your connections, and always prioritize safety. With a little patience and the right tools, you can enjoy your favorite music and podcasts on the road in no time. Thank you for watching, and happy driving!